Self-acceptance is really something that I would like to do. I have loved to do, because if as an individual you get to learn the power of self-acceptance, that is when you've touched your life, and that is when you have embraced your life. So guys, welcome to today's video, because we will be talking about something called self-acceptance. Like, I always tell my friends, I'm always telling people that if you accept yourself, you understand. And guys, I will let you understand the meaning of self-acceptance. Self-acceptance is that act of accepting yourself in terms of your strengths, your weaknesses, in terms of when you go wrong, when you make mistakes. Do you really understand that this is part of life? Do you really perceive it as part of life? You start judging yourself, you can't accept who you are, you can't accept that you did something very stupid for love, you can't accept that you really did that thing. And I always feel like, the same way we say that if you forgive people, you move on peacefully, you have peace, it's the same way if you refuse to forgive yourself simply because a mistake happened, that is what kills you inside. You understand? So self-acceptance is about also forgiving yourself in terms of mistakes, learning that you can't do this and you can do this very well, learning that you are good at this, you are bad at this is really important. And so guys, one thing about self-acceptance is that your psychological state is always very good if you have self-acceptance, because you're really at peace. You understand? Yeah. And also guys, your self-esteem is always boosted, because hey, if you really know you are good at something, why would you not have a good self-esteem? You understand? Yeah. So guys, let's learn to cultivate self-acceptance, and I'll be giving you tips on how to embrace it, because most of the times we really don't embrace self-acceptance. We've said that if you really understand yourself, because also self-acceptance is also part of understanding yourself, and you really know your unique part, you really know your unique self, you really know that one aspect that you are unique in, you understand, you will never find yourself comparing you to other people. I don't know if you're getting, guys. Learn to learn that unique thing you have. Like, what can you do best as an individual? What am I good at? What is that one unique thing you can really do? You understand? And I will assure you that after your confidence will grow, and it's rare you will find yourself comparing you to other people. So embrace that unique thing that you have and identify it. You understand? Actually, me, I used to tell, when I was in high school, people used to really talk much about foreheads, and I really know I have a big one. And me, I used to tell people, like, for me, if you know me, I used to tell people that mimi, I already know vitu zenye sina. You understand? Like, I know my uniqueness. I know the things that I have. I know I have a forehead. I love it. So hata by the time unakuja kuniambia ati niko na forehead, like, I always feel like you are supporting what I know. Like, put a stamp to what I know, so it doesn't come out to me in a wrong way. You get it? Yeah. So be that person. Forgiving yourself for the past mistakes is really important. I have interacted with a lot of people who hawajaji accept. Maybe it happened, they had a baby while in school. They keep on really saying, you know, I'm a failure, I'm this person who, maybe someone did something for love and then waka heartbreak you. Like, they really can't come to terms with themselves simply because they feel like it was a mistake and they can't forgive themselves. What I will tell you is that life is a process, and every process lazima tu inakwanga na makosa, and in life we are not perfect. Actually, if you are that perfecter, yeah, you really love perfectionism, something of sorts, you will really suffer. Learn that life happens and learn that things happens, and if you don't forgive yourself, you will be hurting yourself because hautakuwa unajikubali. You understand? Maybe you are born disabled. The best thing is to accept yourself, because through acceptance you will also realize that you can do this even as a disabled person. So learn to forgive yourself. You understand? Learn to forgive yourself, and I will be doing a video on how to always forgive yourself, so make sure you will subscribe as you wait for that video. Most of the times you interact with people and you realize they are always on, hey, mimi siwezi fanya, mimi siwezi, mimi tu ni kulala, mimi tu ni kukula, oh marafiki zangu, mimi sikuangi serious. Like, can you stop negative talks? Learn to have a positive talk about yourself. Always say, I read this. I'm always telling you guys, learn to appreciate yourself, even for the smallest achievements. If you set a goal to work out, na ume work out hata 5 minutes in a day, that's something. But it's really something, rather than haunge work out. So can you stop talking negatively about yourself and embrace the person you are, embrace the beauty you are, the handsome you are, the good quality you are. Okay guys, I feel like sometimes we really set unrealistic goals, you understand, and if we fail in those goals, now we tend to feel like we are failures. I'm always saying that, can you set a realistic goal? Set a goal that you know you will achieve. As much as nawambia you set your bar high, learn to set realistic goals. Like, you guys, can you sometimes unasikizanga goals za mtu tu hata unashanga, you understand? That's why I've said, by the way, if you accept yourself, you always learn about your abilities, your weaknesses, your strengths, and you are always able to set your goals because you know your abilities. So your goals will align with your ability, because kama ujijui, if ujijui, then if you really know yourself, unajua ujui kusave. You see, if you're targeting an amount to save in a month, uta put up an amount yenye you know you are able. But if you don't know yourself, uji accept ujui kusave, you are forcing yourself to save. Unachukua 10k unaeka, then you start removing it from the savings. Like, if you really want to know your abilities, first accept yourself, then utakuwa able to realize, if I'm not good at savings, how much can I start with? If I'm good at savings, how else can I do it? You understand? Yeah, so even as we set goals, let us set goals that are realistic, because we are who we are. If I can't run 5 times in a day, then how will I set it in a week? Nitakimbia 100 times? No. You start small. So learn to set realistic goals. Sometimes it's not that hatujaji accept, but people who are around you really determine your self-acceptance rates. Yeah, and your scale. Like, if hauji accept, then you have people, the people around you even cannot accept you. The people around you do not embrace you. The people around you, akonanga kitu poa kama mtu anakuambia, you do this in the right way, you do this in a better way, you do this in a good way. Like, you are able to embrace, even for your mistakes. I don't know if ushaikuwa in an environment yenye umefanya mistake and everyone is now judging you. Everyone is now making you feel like you are not a human being. Everyone is making you feel like you will go to hell. You understand? Like, it's really hard to forgive yourself when everyone keeps on telling you the things you did. Maybe you had an abortion, and you are yet to forgive yourself. And again, the society is there trying to always telling you did this. So be with people who embrace you. Be with people who tell you that you did wrong, but it's life. You understand? People make mistakes. Usikue na wale watu sasa they make you feel like you really did it. surround yourself with positive people who are always telling you it happens this way and it shall be well, kila kitu itakuwa vizuri. Okay, we keep on saying that we need people to be caring. Right now, if you go to town or in a street and ask girls, what is your first characteristic of a man you need, they will tell you a caring person. But I'm always telling other my friends, if you can't take care of yourself first, then hakuna mtu nani atatoka kwa kuja kukutekea care, no one. And I'm always telling people, the way you show me, like ukinionyesha unajua kujitekea care, I'll also come to your life knowing that hey, huyu itabidi tu nimemtekea care. You understand? There are people who don't really take care of themselves. They are just wako tu. Learn to take care of yourself, especially your mental health. Learn to deal with your emotions. Always put your emotions first. Always put your life first. Like, understand what makes you do this, what makes you think of this, and be able to eliminate it, be able to balance it, be able to control it. So it's upon you to take care of yourself, my friend. If unangoja mtu atoke sijui wapi akuja kutakia care na wewe mwenyewe hujiteki care, can you be that careful person to yourself? Love yourself, care for yourself. As you are in the journey of accepting yourself, you take care of yourself. Okay, yeah, there are people who really do it seriously. Go and get tips, or come I give you tips. Yeah, so simply it's that, imagine. Yeah, and also negative self-talk ikome. You can't be talking bad about yourself. You are pretty, you are handsome, you are hardworking, you are learning to be an hardworking person, then you start talking. No, embrace it. Umesikia? And guys, let's stop judging ourselves when we make mistakes. We are in the journey of learning. Imagine to go at tender age. Imagine a very tender age, and sometimes things happen. Sometimes things really happen. So it's upon us to take care of ourselves. It's upon us to understand that the best way you can do is accepting yourself. Okay, by the way guys, hey, there is power in self-acceptance. There is power, I can tell you, there is power. Hakuna mtu atai kuambia kitu, hakuna kitu itai kushinda, simply because you know I am who I am, simply because I am who I am. I am who God created me to be. I can do what God created me to do, because I am who I am who I am. Yeah, so guys, thank you for watching, and I'll be doing a video on how to always forgive yourself when you go wrong. You understand? Yeah, and always feel free to talk to me. Email yangu iko hapo kwa bio if you're facing any mental problems, other life problems, guys, and I will be of help. So meanwhile, let's subscribe and make sure we are road to 1,000 subs. Yeah guys, msikatae kusubscribe. Okay, yeah, have a lovely day. Ooh.